he's missing his left ear. And with that missing ear comes a horrific scar. He's not ready to talk about it yet, but he's happy and go lucky, and after a few pints or tankards, he'll be more than happy to tell you what's going on. Next. I don't know. Do I need to go more?
No, you're good. You're good.
So it's just difficult, but anyway. Well, I guess I'm just a normal height for tiefling, since they're kind of human-like in a sense. Around 30 years old. Blue eyes with a red skin, black hair. Besides that, he grew up in a monastery / church, if you want to call it, depending on your beliefs. And he joined up with a faction, the Order of the Gauntlet, and has been fighting for his religion, and also sort of like being part of the law enforcement and following his ideals, trying to prove that he belongs on the good side, since tieflings are always kind of skewed, looked towards, and not everybody looks at them with a kind eye. So it's been kind of trying to prove people wrong and show there's also a good side to them. Let's keep it to that for now. Pebbles!
Bubbles?
Pebs, you're up.
Pebbles. Yeah. So she's a tabaxi. And she's kind of like gray patterned. Nothing special about that. She's even on the scrawny side. She's kind of the runt, the ninth kitten of the family. So she's kind of for tabaxi on the slimmer, shorter side. Not extremely small, but kind of. And she is kind of temperamental, so her mood swings a lot depending. It also, you can't really tell if it is fake or real. She's been kind of honing that ability of switching sides, whatever curiosity winds blow her towards. And she was performing at this tavern. She was no longer with the troupe, her usual troupe, because, well, not that she doesn't like them, she loves them to death, but they couldn't give her any more, so she needed actually to distance herself from the group to, let's say, improve her bard skills. She was, and in this tavern, she finds like this curious group, probably some of you getting together for this adventure, and yeah, curiosity will probably kill the cat. Then why not?
All right. Real quick on the tabaxi. Are you familiar with the tabaxi obsessions that change?
Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll a 1d8 right now, so
God.
we can figure out what your current curiosity may be.
Yeah, I think I put something about that on
Is it in your
my
bio?
sheet. I think so.
Okay. Let's take a look real quick.
And it would probably be this venture. I don't remember. But how do I roll then, the 1d8?
All right. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a little toolbar. There's a d20 towards the bottom. If you hover over that, the die roll is going to pop up. Just go over to the right and go over the d8 and click on it. Okay, perfect. All right, so a 5 is going to be a mundane item. You and I will coordinate with whatever you want that to be, and we'll work that into the story. So just make a little note of that. All right, and okay, Torlos, you're up.
Yeah, so Torlos is a human draconic sorcerer. He is a he's from a noble family, I should say, in Waterdeep. Probably their claim to nobleness comes from a long time ago, where it's like linked with their sorcery and their like magic have that draconic ancestry.
Oh, cool.
He's like the 10th child in his family, so he's like very, very deep in the line of succession for like the estate, and that's kind of why he's adventuring. He knows that he's not really gonna get, like, he's not that big of a deal in his family. He's the youngest, and he's kind of an outcast for it, so that's why he's out adventuring. He wants to go fiercely loyal to his family, and he hopes to basically prove himself worthy to all of them, so that one day he can go back to Waterdeep as kind of a big deal and powerful, and show them what he's done as an adventurer.
Was there any specific reason why he left? Like, was it on good terms? Was it like bad terms? Were you kicked out of the nest? Anything like that? Like, hey, do something.
Nothing like major happened. It was just he's probably in that. Yeah, he's like 25, 26, so he's in that adult category of, he basically needs to go out on his own, and not so much, just as much prove to himself that he's capable of being powerful and achieving things, as he needs to prove that to his family. Being the youngest in line in his family, he's kind of always been a little babied by his family, and kind of he just never really had the chance to prove himself to anyone, and he just needs to go out there and see what he's capable of.
All right, very cool. Negator, you're up.
I'm an elf.
I can barely hear you.
I'm a dark elf drow.
I heard I'm a dark elf drow, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
Okay.
Me, I guess.
Oh, no worries, no worries. What about, like, a brief description? Just like what they're wearing. What kind of armor are they wearing? What kind of gear are they carrying? Like, what's visible?
I'd be wearing leather armor, like a black cloak, a black hooded cloak. I don't like the. I was kind of a loner, so just kind of do my own thing.
All right. And, since everybody kind of already knows each other, they're going to have an idea of what type of skills you're good at. Like, for instance, Lefty's a smuggler, Torlos is, a spellcaster. I'm sure we've all seen Pebbles, try and entertain people and, do things like that. And Fenris is, pretty kind of like a religious zealot, but like a champion. So, what would people have seen you do?
I don't know if they have seen me do anything.
Okay. What kind of... Do you have a bow? Do you have a sword?
Short bow and a rapier.
Okay. Are you normally like the type to kind of sneak around?
Yeah, sneak.
Okay. All right, just a heads up, if you're shy or, kind of reclusive, that's fine. Let me know that. But this is a group game and everybody's going to be playing together. Loners, edgelords, people that are going to be not willing to interact. You're not going to have fun. All right? You're going to feel like you're being ignored. And what's going to happen is the more comfortable players, the ones who want to roleplay, they're going to shine. We're all new here, and I want everybody to feel comfortable. Don't worry about maybe feeling stupid, inadequate, clueless. Whatever negative themes you can think of, leave that at the door. Don't, try not to bring that here. And, come out your shell whenever you're ready. I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to learn the game. So, okay, cool. So with that being said, everybody knows a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker. We'll all figure out what type of relationship your character had with them specifically. Maybe we can include it into your background somehow. But this person, this dwarf, is like a good personal friend of yours. All right, so just work that in however you want. But in the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to a rough and tumble settlement of Phandelver, a couple of days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you each 10 gold pieces for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandelver. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escorting him named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive earlier to take care of some business. You spent the last few days of the high road traveling on the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribor Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk around the trail. Alright, so pretty much, Neverwinter is a really large city in this area. Let me pull up. Okay. Just to kind of give you an idea of the area that you've been traveling in. Can everybody see this, the map?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Have to scroll down a little.
Yeah, scroll out a little bit because it's kind of large. All right, Neverwinter is up here. I don't know if you can see that I'm pinging. All right. And then so far, you've all traveled down the high road and then started veering off over here where the Tribor Trail.
Can you say the NPC's name?
Yeah, Gundren Rockseeker. He's a dwarven friend. And the warrior that was escorting him is Sildar Hallwinter. Sildar. Alright, if anybody wants to take notes. And the thing is, even though they have only 10 gold pieces, really isn't a lot of money. I mean, it's a decent amount of money, but just to put it into perspective, a skilled laborer makes 2 gold pieces per day. So 10 gold pieces, you should be able to get at least 5 days worth of work out of it. But you're kind of doing this as a favor for this quote unquote friend of yours. So you're all traveling down the roads. Nice weather out. Let's say it's summer. You got the coastal breeze coming from the west behind you on the trail that's wafting in, a couple miles inland. You're traveling around, and it's kind of, grasslands, patch, forests, going things like that. And, if any of you want to start talking, go for it. Oh, wait, actually, no. There's a wagon. So I'm going to need a marching order of how everyone would travel. And who is going to be driving the wagon, and who's on the wagon, who's in front, who's in the back, who's on the side.
Torlos would definitely be in the back, right?
Okay, so you're taking up the rear, all right.
Lefty would probably be trying to take a nap.
In the wagon?
In the wagon.
In the wagon, all right. That works.
Yeah, Pebbles would be somewhere in the wagon. Walk? My goodness.
Okay, so Lefty's in the wagon. Torlos, you said you were going to be in the back? Do you want to be in the wagon? Or
yeah.
No?
Take up the.
Oh, wait. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me set this up.
Is there enough people for the front? So I would sit by.
But wouldn't the dwarf Gundir not be driving the car, or is he also in the back?
All right, so Lefty's in the cart sleeping. Pebbles is in the cart. Where in the cart do you want to be, Pebbles? You could be front or back, left or right.
I could be in the front.
All right. Who's driving the wagon? Does anybody here have is
Sure.
anybody proficient with either land vehicles or animal handling?
I personally am not. But
Nope, nothing here.
All right, so Fenris, you're driving the wagon?
sure, let's start the wagon.
Okay. Negator, where would you like to be?
Is there room to
Room the what? I'm sorry?
He's asking if he can sit next to me on the front.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay.
where's Gundir sitting?
No, he's not here. He went ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
He
it might
went
have
ahead
been
and he's like, I'll catch up with you guys. Yes, go ahead and take this wagon out to Phandelver, and I'll meet you out there. I gotta handle some business. And everyone blindly agreed to it, for the sake of the story.
Say that again?
That's it. And everyone blindly agreed to it for the sake of the story.
Well, I'll probably shrug it off, but I had probably ulterior motives.
Is this the part where we explain our relationship with or our friendship with the dwarf?
I mean, you could. Yeah. I mean, if you can make up something that's not too outlandish, then yeah, go.
Oh no,
You know,
that dwarf has the biggest bagpipe collection ever, and he promised me I could play them.
I really thought you were going somewhere else with that comment.
So did I.
No. Bagpipes are my guilt. sorry.
It's
No.
fine.
He has
I'm just kidding.
no real bagpipes, and it's the instrument I don't carry around, but I love playing.
There you go. All right, tell us real quick. Are you going to be in the wagon, or are you going to be walking behind it? Because everybody else is in the wagon.
To whom are you asking this?
Torlos, Frank.
Okay.
I'll be in it.
You'll be in it. Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Can I ride on the top of it, just for the sake?
It's not a covered wagon. It's open, and the back
Okay.
of it has a bunch of miscellaneous, things in there. There's like a dozen sacks of flour, a couple of casks of salted pork, a couple of kegs with some ale in there, shovels, picks, crowbars, about a dozen of each, a couple of lanterns, small barrel of oil. These are just like random supplies that you're, bringing to Phandelver because he kind of gave the impression that whatever he found over there was really big, and there's going to be potential for more work, and these supplies are being brought out there to help the people that are going to be hired, to help cook or do whatever it is that they're trying to do.
So I'm just sitting on top of the highest mount barrel stack of something, just looking around.
Okay, sounds good. All right. As everyone's traveling, beautiful weather. The trail itself is just over 10 feet wide, so it's like the wagon. It's a little bit difficult to navigate, but it's definitely doable. And all right. So you've been on the tribal trail for about half a day now. As you come around the bend, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the trail. Each has several black feathers sticking out of it, and the woods press close to the trail here, where a steep embankment and dense thickets exist on either side of the trail. And here we go here. Who can't see the map?
I can
kinda
see
pitch
it.
black for me.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Fenris,
pitch
you have
black map.
60 feet dark vision?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
What?
do.
Let's set up your token now real quick. What are your maximum hit points?
11.
11. All right.
I thought I already did that.
All right. Let's see. Your passive perception?
Is 13,
13. And your armor class?
18.
8. Oh, nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. You should be able to see now.
Yep, I can.
All right. Perfect. Let me do Pebs real quick.
I can see a lot though.
Okay. And then Torlos. Where's your hit point bar? There we go. Okay. All right. So pretty much what you see is what you see. You know, you're on a trail. And out further east, you see this trail. You know, I mean, on this trail, there are 2 dead horses up ahead with the arrow sticking out. What would you like to do?
I think Lefty would be
Are
awake,
those
though.
arrows?
Feathers, right?
Oh, the feathers sticking out of the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's arrows with black
Goodness.
fletching on them, sticking out of the horses.
Yeah. I can assume the feathers are arrows.
Yeah, so I'd be awake by now, and I'd say ambush. We might want to dismount.
Can I see if this is recent? The horses that are dead?
I agree.
You would have to go closer and examine them, but you
Okay.
can certainly do that.
Mm,
So go ahead and just
I
move
do
your
like to
token.
keep an eye on my environment then. Let's see.
All right, so just to make this easy. All right, Lefty, what do you want to do?
Is it possible for me to go stealth and start making my way towards the horses to investigate them?
Yeah, sure. You're gonna hop off the wagon, you know, go low, and start, I guess, trying to sneak up closer to them. Since there's really nothing like immediately around the trails, you would pretty much just have to like kind of military crawl. You know, if you want to do
I
that.
think I'll just slowly walk up to the horses, but cautiously look around me just in case there's something nearby still.
Okay,
Because I'm not sure if it's recent or if it's been a long time ago.
sure. Pebbles, Negator, what would you all like to do?
I want to step off to the right. And then stealth up to the...
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna stay here and guard the wagon.
All right, and Torlos, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna look around up to my north and south and see if there's anything, like basically check the back, make sure.
All right, cool. All right, so
So I'll probably want.
all right, Lefty, let me get a stealth check. Torlos, let me get a perception check. Negator, let me get a stealth check. Wow, okay, everybody's starting off the game great. All right. Negator hops off the front of the wagon real quick and kind of like just scurries off into these bushes to the south. You know, Lefty hops off and kind of ducks down, looking around. Torlos, you can clearly see some movement coming from the bushes up here, over here, over here,
Could you ping that again?
Yeah.
I didn't see the ping.
Me either.
and over there. Well, that was for Torlos.
Oh,
Okay. Fenris, go ahead. And,
Sorry, I was zoomed in pretty close, so I just zoomed out all the way. Can you ping it one more time?
Okay, yeah, there was up here, up here,
I see it.
up here, and up here.
Hmm. I'll yell out like, who goes there?
All right, let's get initiative going. All right, remember to click your token first.
Right. Just as you mentioned that. Should I reroll or?
Yeah. If you didn't click first, then it's like falling off the table. It doesn't count.
Okay. Damn it. Went from good to bad right there instantly.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing Lefty.
I've hit roll and it hit my. Oh, do I have to hit the?
You got to hit your token and then roll initiative.
Yeah, I went straight from a 19 to a 5. It feels bad, man.
Well, it's
I've clicked the button and I rolled an 18, but it doesn't seem to.
Yeah, we should probably save the good rolls for the attacks, though.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
Lefty
probably.
rolled another good one, but it fell off the table.
Yeah, like how come I'm not getting on there?
Are you actually selecting
gotta
it, or are you
collect your
selecting
token
a
first?
different tool?
Yeah, where do I select the token? On the map or down below?
map.
No, on
On the
the map.
So you're standing next to the wagon right now? You're just clicking on your character.
Watch, I'm gonna get a 0. Everyone, stand by.
We're gonna see how many you got. Oh, look at
double
you,
roll.
22. Okay,
Oh,
you're
okay.
good. You're good. All right, so the people who are stealth, I'm gonna mark you as stealth. All right, and what's your passive perception for actually everyone except Torlos? What's your passive perception?
Minus 13.
Okay.
Mine too. I'm 13.
Oops.
1d0.
Yeah, that was an accident. I was like, how the hell did I roll a 0?
Oh, do we want us to roll for passive perception?
No. Your passive is okay. So, does anybody have a passive perception of 16 or better? Okay,
I
I'm
have
assuming-
12, but I don't know.
Okay, so then that's a no then. All right, give me 1 second. So 1, 2, 4. Okay. All right. This is how surprise works in D&D. What'll happen is, since it's an ambush, they know you're coming. So there's no way for you to really get surprise on them, even though some of the people in the group tried to hide. It doesn't mean you're not hidden. They still might not see you, or see where you went. But, since they're getting the jump, what'll happen is I'm going to roll initiative for everybody. And then, as soon as it lets me select one, why is it not letting me? Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. What'll happen is for the first round of combat, you just won't do anything. And you can't use any reactions until your initiative passes. Alright. Initiative. Okay. Why are they whispering? I'm just trying to make it so that everybody can see their rolls too. Give me 1 second. The module has everything set up like all secretive. Alright, so they have a 10. Alright, so at the top of the round, we have Lefty. Okay, Lefty, you don't get to do anything. Pebbles, you don't get to do anything. Torlos, you get to act. What would you like to do?
Okay. Let's see if I have the range.
And you can clearly see, like,
I'm gonna have to.
Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna have to move up a little bit to attack this one goblin. I speak goblin,
Okay.
so I'm.
Your mic went out.
You can check in your character sheet if you speak Goblin. Should be on your proficiency list.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
in the
it's there,
lower
and
left
I do. Nice. So I'm just gonna attack him. Goblins or not. No, yeah, I'll just attack him.
Okay.
And I have, what's the range on Ray of Frost? 60 feet.
Yeah, it's 80 feet away. So you'd have to move up 20 feet.
Yeah.
Now, the way movement works is, if you have 30 feet total or 25 or whatever, you can break it up. So you can move 20 feet, take your shot, and then step back another 10 feet or, move for cover or do whatever you like.
Yeah, I'm probably going to move up just to the 60 feet, just
Okay.
within range for Ray of Frost. Cast that.
Oh, natural 1.
And yeah, there goes.
Okay, so you scream that out. You see the group start, kind of like freaking out and doing whatever. And, you notice some bushes over to the, moving towards the south. And it just distracts you and you wind up shooting completely in the wrong direction. And that's it for you. Anything else? Torlos, anything else? Hello?
I bet there's some curse words right there because you just fired in the completely wrong direction.
All right. I can't hear him. Can you hear me, Torlos? Frank?
No, he's not.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Are you doing anything else?
No, I that's it. That was my turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. All right, cool. All right, so now the goblins are up. All right. This one here is going to come charging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't reach. Okay, so this goblin comes running from behind a bush, and he's like, and he just starts like running down, and realizes that it can't reach you, so it pulls out like a little short sword, and it starts kind of, looking back and forth at everybody in a defensive manner. An arrow comes flying out of the woods over here. An arrow comes flying over here. And another goblin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another one comes running out from behind the bushes to the south and kind of like jumps on the floor and uses the horse as cover. And you see it, it has a short sword as well. All right, so those 2 arrows are going to both attack Phandelver because he's the closest. So let's see what kind of range. 110 feet. And 120 feet. Those are both pretty far. Okay, so they'll actually move up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and then bounce back. So let's go like that. All right. First attacks of the game. Let's see what happens. Oh, they both shoot at disadvantage. All right. Oops. Wrong button. Give me 1 second.
Why are the goblins shooting with disadvantage?
Because they're past short range.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not trying to get you killed, man. Sorry. Just trying to learn.
Yeah, it's just because I'm a tiefling, right?
Okay. 2 arrows come flying out, and they land at your feet. They don't even like bounce off your armor or anything like that. And that'll be it for them. Negator, you're up.
You see a grin on my face.
I will take out my short. And so 80 is the minimum.
No. The first number is short range, so those attacks won't have any penalties for distance. Anything between the end of short range and the end of your maximum range, you're gonna shoot at disadvantage.
Okay, got it.
All right, so
I'm gonna shoot at this one here.
Okay.
1-7.
All right, cool. Because it's prone and using the horse for cover, you're going to shoot at disadvantage, and it's going to get some cover from the horse. So go ahead and roll up. And in order to do disadvantage is, well, you could roll twice,
Oh.
roll again. But there's a toggle on the top of your character sheet where it says
Yeah,
disadvantage. So no worries, just go ahead and roll again. And 17. 17 is still going to hit. So, because what we're doing, we're just taking the first 2 rolls you made. So 17 hits, and this one takes 5 points of piercing damage. So even though this thing is like hiding, behind the horse, its head is poking up still, and you're able to capitalize on that. And the arrow that you shoot him with grazes it right across the top of its skull, and it like creates a big slash on the top of its skull as the arrow keeps on going. It grabs its head and ducks down further, and he's like, "Arr!" Anything else?
I'm going to move.
All right, you're no longer hidden. So
I'll move down here.
But if it was hidden, wouldn't you have like an advantage on this first roll?
well, actually, it would cancel out the disadvantage. So we're just going with the 20. Yeah,
I see.
I made a mistake on that. So all right, so you go down.
I'm just gonna move yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
All right,
I don't want to get
kind
too.
of duck behind some bushes or something. All right, very cool. Fenris, you're up.
Seeing someone walking up to me to do me a pleasure, I figure I'm gonna walk up to him
All right.
and I'll swing with my sword.
Okay.
See if I can take this guy down.
All right. You can do it one or two-handed. If you do it two-handed. Okay,
No, I'll
you
carry
did
my
one.
shield.
Oh, okay. All right. So 16, that hits. So you just confidently walk up to this little. Oh, you know what? It was taking the dodge action. Roll again.
Okay.
Did you-
So disadvantage.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you confidently walk up to this thing with his little short sword, and it's like it almost looks like the way it looks up at you and starts shaking. It's like it clearly it wasn't thinking what it was doing before it started doing it, and you just come and just slash it right across his chest, sending blood everywhere, and it clutches his chest, but it's still standing there, and it's just like shaking in fear. Anything else?
Has like a little laugh and wipe my blade off.
All right. All right. Back to the top. Lefty, you're up.
All right. I say to him, "Sorry, Horny. This one's going to be mine," and I'm going to take a shot with my short bow at him.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
All right, with advantage.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Shooting?
I'm
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
the one next to Fenris, the tiefling.
The one just north of him. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yep. Go
So,
ahead.
and I'm going to use my sneak attack as well.
That's for damage.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah. All right.
But you will, if you do
advantage.
hit, you will get sneak damage because you have an ally within 5 feet, and you have an advantage. You have 2 reasons why you would get sneak damage in this.
Because I was in stealth as well. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right, let's see. Oh, natural 20. Natural 20. All right. So yeah. So, the tiefling comes and just slashes across his chest, and out from somewhere underneath the wagon, an arrow just goes by and catches this thing right in its eye, and it just drops to the floor.
Now for a movement, is there better cover behind it or inside the wagon for a halfling because he's small?
It's gonna be easier for you to move around if you're outside of it. You won't have to worry
All right,
about like
then I
tripping
will-
over anything, but you can
Yeah,
get cover at
then-
another place.
I will move behind the wagon.
Okay, very cool. All right, Pebs, you're up.
Well, from top of my heap, I kind of, with my arms open and hands up, give this "what the hell was that" look to Torlus. And he's dead. So I have to dismount the wagon. Is that like difficult terrain? Does that make me?
No,
I do
you-
have feline agility.
Feline agility will double your speed, but since you have a natural climb speed, and the wagon is probably at most 6 feet off the ground, kind of deal, over the wall, it would be very easy for you to just hop off without even worrying about it.
Let me just measure. Yeah, that's so So that would be 15 feet.
Okay. 65. You can
Actually, I need
5 more feet. You gonna curse at it?
Yeah.
All right. So vicious mockery, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna fat shame him?
Is there anything you'd like to say in particular?
I don't know what smells worse, you or that rock.
All right, go ahead and pull it up. In the middle of your
God.
sheet, it'll roll the damage for you, and then it's gonna make a. It'll tell me what kind of save I need to make. All right, so Wisdom save, DC 14. And it fails with a natural 1. This thing it comes out.
That insult.
It like pops his head up, and you can see it like grabbing the top of his head, and it looks at you, and it's like, "You big meanie," and its head blows up. All right. Anything else?
Wow.
Let me see. I can move a little bit more, right?
Yeah, you moved, 5, 10, 15. You moved 20 feet, so you still have another 10 feet left.
Yeah, because I'm too far for anything else. So. All right.
Okay. Mr. Torlos, you're up.
Yeah, I can't really do too much, and I don't really want to waste spell slots on these goblins. So you said these.
I lost you after these horses.
These
Mhm.
these horses can provide a little bit of cover.
Yeah, definitely. If you like lay prone behind them, then yes. Yeah, it'll give you cover.
I'd have to lay prone.
Yeah. Lefty's probably
So
the only one who wouldn't have to lay prone because he's already pretty short. He could probably duck behind it.
I don't know if that was a
Yeah, I'm vertically challenged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So what'd you move? 60 feet.
Let's see. To these bushes here.
Okay.
Action for that, right? So I can't.
Your mic keeps going in and out.
So that's it. That's all.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So they go. This one here.
Sorry.
No worries.
Is that?
God.
I can't hear you. Hello?
On and off, more or less.
Yeah, your mic keeps going in and out.
Man. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's that. It says I have a great connection. Give me 1 second.
No, you sounded. Whatever you were doing was perfect.
Sometimes that helps. Did it help?
Yeah. Whatever you were saying
Yeah,
right
I
before
feel a
you
little
did
better.
whatever you did was perfect.
Okay, perfect.
So I didn't hear what you were saying. You just moved your 60
Yeah, I just moved. I couldn't really do much without wasting a spell slot. I don't want to waste it on the goblins, so.
Okay. All right. Cool. So all right. So
No, you just made a big error.
So all right. So the. Why is this there? Torlos.
Oh.
Why did one of the tokens switch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There shouldn't be 2 of these. Okay,
Hello?
there we go. Hello?
Sorry.
All right, so the goblin that was south of the trail, it starts strafing northward, and it's going to shoot an arrow at Torlos. And then the second one will move close enough to shoot an arrow and then continue running north. Okay, so let's roll both of those. What's your AC, Torlos?
12.
12. All right. So number 1 and number 2. Both of those miss. Okay.
But doesn't a crit fail on your weapon mean you cannot use your weapon next turn?
No, we're not playing with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a homebrew
Just
rule.
making sure.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, with crit fails or whatever. Did you want to play with crit fails or not? I don't remember.
I don't
On
mind either
attacks.
way.
Okay, because the thing is, like,
Roller.
well, usually, like, with crit fails, what'll happen is, you'll either shoot your own party member. Sometimes you can hurt yourself. You can drop a weapon if it's a bow or a crossbow. Maybe your bowstring snaps.
Maybe we can start on that later.
Okay,
Let's
all right.
do
Yeah,
the
I mean,
first
it
few.
gets a little complicated sometimes, but I
Yeah.
think for simplicity, let's keep it like this. All right, so the first one comes shooting and gets tangled up in the bushes right in front of you, and the second one, it just goes like way over your head and into the bushes, into the distance. All right, Negator, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
And that'll be a disadvantage, right? Because it's over.
You'll get disadvantage, yeah, but you can shoot, or you can move again.
And I'll shoot with my short bow.
Okay. Go ahead, roll up. Nice. All right, yeah. So you're moving up through the bushes, and you see this thing, strafing north, and you draw your arrow back, and you kind of lead the target, and you let it go, and it kind of runs right into the arrow. Your timing was perfect. Gets it right through its chest, and the arrow buries itself all the way up to the fletching, and it just drops. Like it was too quick for it to even suffer. So, anything else? And you hear from the way top in the distance, "Oh shit!" as the one continues to run.
On next one, that's
I can't hear you.
that's my.
Okay. Fenris, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna try and walk up to it, of course, but it's quite far away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this like this part along the side? Is it like a ledge or something, or?
Yeah, it's like a slight incline, not too steep, but noticeable.
There we go.
Okay. Your movement's 35 feet.
Was that 35?
Oh no, that's 30. That's 30. I'm sorry. No, you're good. I'm sorry.
I think it was here. What's the
Mhm.
one next to it? No, I don't remember.
No, you're good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Fine.
I will stare down the goblin as I pass on my turn to the lefty.
You don't want to do anything?
I guess I could. Let's see. Because I do have a cantrip, but that's more like for fun
there's
stuff.
a lot of different options. You don't even have to like attack it or cast a spell. You can try and, persuade it, or to intimidate it, or do anything. You have an action. The thing is, if you're not going to do anything, then at least take like a defensive action. Like take the dodge action or something.
Okay. Because I don't really see like anything I could click for dodge or anything, but it just means they roll disadvantage for me, right?
Yeah, any attacks against you would be a disadvantage.
Would they be able to hear me from over here if I were to shout at him?
You could
Let's
try.
let's
You could
see.
try screaming. You have thaumaturgy, don't you?
Yeah, I could boom
Yeah,
my
you can
voice
use
up.
that you can use that
So
to
he might not
amplify.
understand what I'm saying, but that's fine. So, I guess I'll enhance my voice with thaumaturgy
Mm-hmm.
and shout at the goblin that if he stays his weapon and plead for mercy, then because I know one of my colleagues is capable of talking goblin, so if he were to rest his hand, we'll let him live, maybe.
All right. So I mean, are you trying to?
I'll try to
Are you trying
intimidate
to
him.
intimidate? Okay, yeah, because you said
Yeah.
if you surrender, we might let you live. So go ahead.
Intimidated by assuming he doesn't run away anymore. So I can do that in the same turn?
Yeah, go for it. Let me get an intimidation check.
Oh,
An
that's a
8.
really low check.
That's all right. I mean, it's contested, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Why isn't it letting me select that? There we go. Okay. Ooh.
8-8?
Yeah.
What does that
okay.
mean?
All right. Whenever you have something that's contested, if it equals out, then the condition remains the same as before anything was done.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
then
pretty
work.
much, it's like it pauses for a second, it looks at you, and then it looks like it's gonna keep running. So that'll be it for you.
Okay.
All right, Lefty, you're up.
I'm gonna try to leave off where Fenris did. I'm gonna move one. Oh, I'm not doing. Hold on, I'm getting to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to intimidate the goblin with as much fun as it was slaughtering your brothers. Drop it, or I'll slaughter you too. Yeah.
It can't even see you because of all the bushes and stuff. So go ahead and roll.
But can he hear me?
Well, go ahead and roll at disadvantage. Let's see what happens.
Disadvantage. And for intimidation.
Yes. 12. Not bad. Let's see what happens.
You mean 19?
Well, you roll a disadvantage, so you take the lower.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke.
Okay. An 8. Oh, okay. All right. What else are you doing? Anything else?
Me, that's it. I moved and I used my action for intimidation.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, Pebs, you're up.
Well, I take out my trusty slingshot,
Okay.
Sorry.
and I see everybody fleeing in the bushes and leaving the wagon alone, but I don't do anything. I just stand alert here and just say, "Guys, where?" And I kind of stand alert.
Okay. Let me get a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
You're looking around, and there doesn't seem to be any additional threats or anything to be concerned of in the immediate area. It looks pretty clear, except for that one that's running. All right. All right. Go ahead.
all right. No, I'll stay with the wagon anyway.
Okay. All right, Torlos, you're up.
So we're trying to get him to stop, right?
Yeah. You definitely heard Lefty scream out from behind. You heard Fenris yell out.
Let's see. What do we want? Maybe I could bargain with him.
You can
Tell him we'll pay. I'll pay him. I'll tell him. I'll yell out in Goblin. I'll pay him if he gives us information. If he stops, I'll make it worth his while. I'll keep it.
Okay. Are you lying, or are you telling the truth?
Sorry, am I?
Are you lying?
Lying?
Or telling the
No,
truth?
I'll give him 2 gold. I didn't know, maybe 1 gold. Something small.
Okay. And you're
if he-
speaking in Goblin?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get a persuasion check from you. Oh. Hold on,
Great.
hold on. It can roll a 1 too. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh.
Since we're not playing with critical fails, you actually beat it. So you see this thing, it's about to run and it kind of throws up the middle finger, and then it's when you kind of imply that there's coin involved, it stops and turns around, and it screams back in Goblin, "Show me the money!" And it's kind of.
And I'll just yell out 1 gold.
Show me the money, and it just kind of like.
And I'll take out a gold piece and I'll hold it up.
Okay. All right. So that'll be that. All right, Negator, you're up. So this goblin stops running and it just starts screaming back, and you notice Torlos. Actually, dark elves get disadvantage on perception and bright lights. So you see Torlos, kind of hold his hand up, but you don't know if he's casting a spell or what,
But I could. Oh yeah, I guess I couldn't decipher what he. There.
Do you speak goblin?
No, that's why.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But don't they speak common as well?
Yeah. It was talking back in goblin though.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I have no idea what it said, so I'm gonna move my 30 feet up. I'm gonna take.
You gonna shoot? All right. What's the distance on that?
I think it was.
Oh, it's not. It's right at the edge of the map. So hold on, measure from 1 back. That is 75 feet from where you are. So it'll be a regular attack. That's a hit. All right, so everyone, so it's there. Show me the money. Show me the money. You hold up the gold coin, and then an arrow comes from the side of you and catches this thing right in the throat, and it kind of gurgles before falling limp to the ground. All right. And anything else?
No, that'll be.
Alrighty. Fenris, you're up.
There seems to be nothing around us anymore.
What's your passive perception again?
13.
13. There does not seem to be any additional threats. You hear no running anywhere. You hear nothing. The area gets super quiet, and the sounds of the birds resume.
In this case, I'll probably walk up to the horses to see if there's anything I can notice. They're like tracks or something that's been around, or how long ago it might have happened.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself by them.
Let's see.
Don't even worry about counting.
Okay.
Just, go ahead and do that, and we will technically be out of initiative, so everybody can act freely. Fenris, let me get. What did you say? You were looking for tracks?
So Torlos will
hold on 1 second.
Say to everyone.
Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Fenris, what were you saying you're looking for?
See how long ago this happened. Is this like are the horses like?
Okay.
Let me. For a long time. Or?
All right. Let me get a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Okay.
16.
This looks like it was probably done within the last day.
Okay.
That's 24 hours or so, give or take. All right, now
then
hold
I'll
on.
probably start
Go ahead.
looking for tracks or something like that. See if there's anything I can see where the wagon is or something.
Okay.
But
all right, hold on.
For next turn, I guess.
All right, Torlos, what were you gonna do? Torlos, Frank?
Yeah, I would just say to everybody, I was hoping to question that one, but it's probably better off dead anyway. Let's search if we can find any reason why they set.
All right. Pebs, Lefty, Negator, what would you all like to do?
I'll just search the body.
All right.
Lefty, take. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead and move your character next to whichever one you're going to search. And then Lefty, what are you doing? Scott, Lefty?
Lefty pulls out his dagger and says, "I'm taking what's owed to me," and reaches into the goblin's mouth to cut out his front tooth.
That's awesome. Let me get let me think. Let me get a medicine or just a general dex check, whichever one you want. Whichever one's
I'll
better for
take
you.
dexterity. Oh, I'm on it. I'm on
12.
disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, that's fine. 12 is good. Yeah. So you take the tip of your dagger and you just kind of like, slide it up underneath the gum and it pops right out. These teeth don't. Oh wait, no. You were cutting on a tongue. You said, right?
No, it's teeth.
A tooth. Okay. Yeah. So you slide it up underneath the gum and these teeth, themselves, they're not, in the best of condition. And then you're able to separate it from the gum without a problem. It's in one piece. Negator.
I say then.
Go ahead.
I just call him a nasty fucker, and I slide the tooth into a pouch that's on my belt that goes in with a bunch of other. You can hear it jingling.
All right, cool. Negator, let me get an investigation check, please, or perception, whichever one, as you search this body. Nice. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. You searching this body. It has a dagger that's usable. It has a short bow. It has like 6 arrows, a quiver, and there's a small pouch that contains 4 silver pieces. All right. So while you're doing that, Fenris or Pebbles, actually, you want to do anything, Pebs? Lucy?
I just put my slingshot away and stand near the horses holding the reins or something.
Okay. All right, cool. Fenris, what are you doing? Eric, can you hear me?
My turn? Or
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to check if there's any like tracks or if I can find out. I'm assuming these horses were dragging along a cart like ours or something similar.
All right.
So I want to see if I can find out if it's nearby or anything.
Cool. Let me get a survival check from you.
14.
14. All right. You can. Okay, let me see real quick. You can definitely see a trail that kind of wraps up, up like this little path right here, and then it kind of starts turning northwest. And just by looking at it, you can see there was probably at least 6 sets of goblin tracks and 2 larger sets of footprints that seem like they've been dragged. All right.
So I guess I'm assuming they're like maybe humans or something along the line. People that were on their cart with the horses.
Yeah, but looking around, the saddlebags have been looted. And nearby lies you see like an empty scroll case or a map case. That's it's empty. You can tell it's empty.
Okay. I'll probably mention to the parties. Probably I'm tracking those tracks with at least the goblins seem to have captured several humans, or at least several people that were with the horses, and they were going up northwest.
Let me get a history check real quick from you, Fenris.
Yeah, not much history there.
History. Okay, all right, no worries. Torlos, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll just go search. I'll say, like you said, they went this way, pointing like up this direction.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, I'll probably say it's probably Gundren and Sildar was his.
Yeah. Let me get a history check from you, Torlos.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know I had history trained. All right, cool.
You can recognize one of these horses as being Gundren's.
Oh, great, awesome. I'll say So I'll say that this was Gundren's. They must have been captured by these goblins. And then I'll go up and I'll check this corpse out too, this goblin corpse, and see if there's anything. I don't know if they'll have like a map or anything on them.
Okay.
But anything useful like that is what I'm looking for.
You'll start searching that. Let me get an investigation or perception check from you, and then we will jump back to Negator. Would you like to do anything?
I would like to check out those tracks as well, and I know that they go up here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um,
All right. Is there any specific?
I just
type
want
of
to see if I
information?
can.
Go ahead.
I wanted to see if I could track those.
Okay. Let me get a survival check with advantage because they've kind of been pointed out to you already. Okay. I mean, other than what's pointed out, you really can't make too much more out of what's already been shared. And Torlos, you're investigating this one up here. It has a short bow. It has a dagger. You see 4 silver pieces in a little leather pouch. And this one also has a little flask on it. Real small. Maybe it'll hold like 2 to 3 ounces of liquid. And it's real simple. It's just like, steel. It's not even polished or anything.
Mm-hmm. Can I figure out what's in it? Try and figure out what's in it?
Well, sure. I mean, you can open it up.
If it's filled?
Yeah, you open it up and, you can smell it. And there's really no discernible smell or anything coming from it. Could just be water.
Interesting. Small container. I'll just kind of pocket everything, but there's nothing like no map or anything like that.
Correct.
No, nothing that would give anything away as to where they came from.
No.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go back to Lefty and Pebbles. What would you all like to do?
I would like to, after taking the debt that's owed to me, I'm going to shake him down for whatever he has.
All right. Let me get an investigation or perception check, whichever one you like.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. This one here, it has a short sword, the scabbard. This one also has a hand crossbow and 5 crossbow bolts, and that's it.
I would like to take the hand crossbow and bolts.
Okay. I believe rogues are proficient with that too.
Yes.
Okay. Now the only thing with hand crossbows is, generally speaking, most towns don't like them because they're the tools of assassins.
Right, so I have to hide it and smuggle it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. So, it depends on, the town. It might be something that's highly illegal, and punishable. Some, it might just, warrant some unwanted attention. Okay.
A crossbow?
A hand crossbow.
A handgun.
Oh, I didn't know they were illegal.
Yeah, well, it depends, different places. Okay, Pebbles, would you like to do anything? Or are you just chilling in the wagon, making sure everything's cool?
I just ask, what now?
Can anyone reply? Or?
And I'll kind of speak up on that. I'll say, well, we have 2 options. We can either continue on to Phandelver and let everyone know there that we're pretty sure that Gundren and Sildar were taken hostage, or we can go try and find them now. If we go to Phandelver first, we might be able to get reinforcements, but if we come back, they might be dead or taken somewhere else by the time we get back here. Because it's probably another 4 days to Phandelver?
It'll be... Give me 1 second, let me check.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, it's probably best to hide the cart somewhere or try to hide it as good as we can and see and rescue or see if there are... What is it? How do you call it? Because Gundren and the Sildar, they gave us pretty much the mission to go there with the supplies, right?
Right.
Because it came from them, so our payment is from them anyway, so...
Phandelver
the
is
best course of action.
Assuming there's no encounters or trouble or whatever, Phandelver is probably a day away.
A day away? So it would be 2 days minimum to get back. So I would say we should probably go try and find them.
I agree. Should try and hide the
Yeah, I
cart as
agree.
best. So
While they're all chatting, I'm going over to the other goblin that hasn't been looted yet.
Okay.
Very slyly.
All right. Go ahead. Same deal. Perception or investigation, whichever you like. 18. Very good. This one is pretty close. There's no hand crossbow on this one, but it does have the short sword, and it has like 2 throwing knives in its boots, and it has the. And it
I'll
does
take
have
the
the
throwing
fire.
knives.
It does have the bolts though for the hand crossbow.
I'll take the bolts and the throwing knives.
Okay.
Are those illegal as well?
The bolts not so much, and the throwing knives, because I mean they're kind of like just like darts in a sense, you know. But same deal. Like those weapons are used by, you know, people who are less than scrupulous usually. But I mean, you know, entertainers use them too. So I mean, you know, it just depends. You know. The bolts themselves are not illegal. The hand crossbow is.
Or might be.
Because technically, you know, crossbow bolts are all universal. Same thing with long and short bow arrows. There's no, like, minimum length or whatever.
So it's my turn again?
I mean, everybody. We can all
We don't
act
really have a
freely.
turn. Okay. Because in this case, I'll probably shout towards Pebbles to probably move the cart out and try and cover it somewhere, so we can. Because I want to follow the tracks, so at least I would.
Okay. Where do you want to hide it? Like ping.
Do I see a good spot to hide it, or?
Well, I mean, there's
So-
you know, goblins were hiding back here on the south. You know,
So
maybe.
what would
like,
be
in
good
here.
coverage?
Yeah, I mean, you
Because
can
I'll
find
say
it.
Maybe up in the direction we're going.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Is it like possible to
So-
maneuver the cart there, or is it like too difficult?
No, it's fine.
Meh.
You'll be able to get. I mean, it'll take a little bit of time or whatever. You know, just trying to like get up that hill, and you know, everybody can chip in and like try and push and guide and move stones out the way. But you'll be able to get it. That's not a problem.
So,
Does everyone
lads,
agree to follow the tracks, or?
I'm going to be the voice of dissent. I think Rocky, if you knew him as well as I do, would want us to deliver the goods first. We don't know where to put these horses. Anybody could come by, especially the other goblins that aren't around, could come back to this site and steal the wagon. I say we go and get paid first.
In my eyes, it's
We could probably get help too.
Because I think the
Sure, help.
the one aren't our payers the ones that get captured, or?
No, aren't we delivering it to a provider, like a provision store inside the city? Or is good old Rocky supposed to pay us?
As far as you know, you're supposed to get paid by the people at Barthen's Provisions in Phandelver.
Okay. I still feel it's necessary to try and save these 2 people, just in case. Never know with goblins. So there might be a good meal in a few hours. You never know.
But then we'll be eating a good meal.
You keep talking about money. This is our good friend, Gundrum. He's been. Remember when we all drank beers with him and he offered those banquets? His wife makes this delicious pie.
Yeah, I think we look for him.
All right, who's gonna back my play? I say we go get our money. Lefty kicks a rock in front of him. Fine, I'll go with the cat.
I will use my feet. We did get to choose a feat, right? It did that in the character, right?
The human variant's
variant?
the only one who would get a feat at this level.
Okay, yeah, and that is what I chose. So I'll use my nice little thing here if we're gonna go take on goblins again.
Okay, it's man.
So everybody gets 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Feels good.
And hopefully that gets everybody, including Lefty, in the mood to go kick some goblin ass.
What the hell? More goblin teeth for me.
That's the spirit. Now, who knows how we can find them?
Well, I can't track worth it.
Well, they were somebody found tracks. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we can follow the tracks as we.
All right. So
up.
you're gonna
First,
hide.
should
You're
we
gonna hide
place-
the wagon.
Yeah.
Like up here
Yep.
somewhere, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Tie it off to a
Yep.
tree. Let's see. Are you gonna try and like cover
Maybe
the
make a
wagon
pull
tracks or
necessary
anything?
to.
Maybe I'm the smuggler. Maybe I could hide it a little bit better than the rest of them.
Okay. Let me see. Let me get an insight check from you.
Let's try twice.
Say again.
Wah wah.
I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, you think it would probably be a lot easier to hide if you broke everything down. You know, like if you took the horses off the wagons and split them up, and but whatever you want to do. That might be too much work.
In that case, we might just take the horses with us.
That's an idea. There's 5 of us. Cat can walk.
All right, so yeah, you all collectively, hide, do whatever. Everybody add those 5 temporary hit points. To
That's just something
on
I
your
think the
character
sheet.
sheet.
Temporary hit points, though, right?
I'm sorry, say again.
You only add that to the temporary hit points on your character sheet.
Yeah, temporary hit points. These can't be healed or anything like that. So.
So how they don't seem to show up on the token though, because that's in range 11, or does that
Yeah.
not matter?
No, it should just be on the character sheet. Oh, let me see.
Okay.
So it'll say like max hit points and current hit points. Yeah, temporary hit points. Just throw them in there, and we'll take them off of that first.
I have a question. Do
Yes.
we put the 5, which is extra, or do we put?
Yeah, it's 5. Everybody's gonna get 5 temporary hit points, and those are gonna go first.
Yeah, but I mean, so I just type in.
Yeah, on your character sheet, underneath the hit points, there's a little area right beneath where your hit points are that says temporary hit points. Yeah, just put 5 in there. All right. Okay. So what's gonna be the marching order? Who's gonna be in the lead? Who's in the rear?
Torlos will be in the back because he has no armor.
Okay.
I
He doesn't
have
get shot.
stealth, so maybe I should be the scout and head up, go in front of everyone.
Okay. That's cool.
Unless someone else does.
Sure.
We both could.
Who said both? Who's the other one? Is that Negator?
Gata.
Okay. All right. So I'm just kind of like putting people in order, and then for all intent purposes. So we have Negator and Lefty up front, scouting, and then Torlos is in the back.
So I'll be shortly, like a little bit behind them then.
How far back? 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet.
Probably be like behind them, like this.
Okay. And Pebs, go ahead and put yourself wherever you like in between the group.
I'll be following the Fenris because he has this really shiny armor, and I'm trying to figure out what can be detachable.
All right, sounds good. All right, so as you're all traveling through the woods, you're trying to keep these trails up. Whichever one of you two, Negator and Lefty, have the higher survival skill, roll it with advantage. So who has the better modifier between the two of you? Say again?
It's not me.
All right. 19. Okay, awesome. You were able to follow this trail without any issue whatsoever. Are there any precautions or anything that you're doing while you're traveling on this trail?
I mean, we'd be looking about to make sure nothing is out of the.
Okay.
Checking for traps.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Traps and ambushes.
All right, cool. So one of you can either roll perception with advantage, or you can each roll separately. Your call. I'll leave that up to you.
Go ahead, Negata.
Okay. So with advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. You're all traveling up this for a while, and up ahead, in this like little rough trail, you see what appears to be like a circle of vines.
A circle of vines. Okay, so I kind of like put my hand up behind me like a stopping moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is after about 10 minutes of travel.
And I point toward the if they can even see it. I point toward, or at least tell Lefty about it. Whisper it.
Is there anything particular about the vines? Does it lead to a cave? Is it on the side of a hill, or?
Let me get an investigation check from you.
Check.
Okay. This looks like it could be some kind of like a noose, or some kind of like a snare.
So it's like we can climb on like a rope, or
well, there's a circle on the ground, and kind of like you can see like there's like a loop that it kind of runs through, and it kind of trails off, and so it looks like whatever would step on it is gonna get snagged.
Ah,
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a cartoon.
All right. So I guess you know what? I'll go back. I don't know how far back they are, but I'll go back and inform the party.
They're not too far. They're only like 15, 20 feet behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can just look behind your shoulder.
Trap.
Trap.
So, is it possible to walk around the trap, or?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
I would prefer to try to disable it.
You can do that.
Sure.
Let me get a thieves tools skill check. Do you have thieves tools?
I have it as well.
Do you have the physical thieves tools though, or no? Like in your equipment?
Yeah, I actually have them on me. I have thieves.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
What kind of?
We're gonna go with intelligence. Nice. Okay. You see like this little. It looks like a little branch, like a little wooden hook, almost like imagine like a little branch that's like a dowel, and there's a notch cut into it that the rope is kind of like, tethered against. So what you do is, you smash that into the ground, so that like the rope gets like pinched, and then you take the loop and just move it off the side of the road. So the trap is still there, but the area it would need to be reset.
Right. Essentially, it's just.
Yes. Yep. All right. Anything else?
I'm just kind of wondering if goblins would make a trap like that. I guess I say that.
Let me get a history check from you. That's a 3. Yeah, you're not really positive. You've never. This seems pretty sophisticated, in your opinion, for a goblin. But with that being said, look, it's 2:05. Let's take a quick 15-minute break. So everybody get back here at 2:20, and then we're gonna run out, until we'll continue playing until like 3:30. Because I know
Sure.
Scott has to leave. I think at like 3:30 sharp. So, all right. So everybody, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Trap.
It's a trap. They'll never get down those generators.
Good to go?
All right.
I'm around.
Very
Not buying
cool.
TPC at the moment, but it's fine.
All right. All right. Negator, you here? Okay. Pebbles, are you here yet?
Yeah.
All right. Frank, you here? Eric, Scott?
I'm here.
All right, cool. We're just waiting on Negator then. Okay. Excuse me.
I'm
All right. That was Eric, right?
nope.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
my voice has changed in these years.
all right. All right, cool. All right, so you all continue traveling further up this trail. And for the people in the front, let me get another perception check, please. Either one of you with advantage or individually. Your call.
You want to split it this time?
Sure, we'll.
All right. Oh.
Oh, okay. All right, so both of you, let me get a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Luckily.
Ooh, did he get a natural 20?
Yeah. Okay. As you're all continuing, up this trail or whatever, you're all walking, and both of yous, step onto a bunch of like loose reeds and grass and stuff that are piled up, and you both instinctively jump back at the same time, and the whole floor collapses, in the middle of the woods, and it reveals a pit that's about 10 feet deep that you two luckily avoided falling into.
Trap.
I'll walk up to the hole and look down and ask if they're all right.
Somebody doesn't want us to be bad.
We must be getting close then.
I would say so. There's more traps. We really need to keep our eyes peeled.
Is there anything inside the trap?
No, it's just a pit. It's maybe just over 6 or so feet wide, 10 feet across, and about 10 feet deep or so. But the slopes aren't exceptionally, like, it's not just like a straight drop. There's like a slight incline, so you would like kind of roll down into it if you had fallen. Excuse me. All right, so you all continue.
Yeah.
Drive on.
All right. Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside about 5 miles from where the scene of the ambush took place. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. All right, give me 1 second. Alright. Alright, let me set all this up. Alright, bear with me. I'm gonna reboot Roll 20 real quick. It's lagging.
So we should all X out.
If you want, yeah, play it safe. Just everybody reboot real quick. All right. Can everybody see the map?
It's all black for me.
Okay.
Try scrolling down.
Nah, I'm zoomed all the way out, and there we go.
Okay. All right, Scott, you see the map?
I do.
Okay. Negator?
Is it just very dark now?
Yeah, there's certain areas that you should be able to see and certain areas that you can't.
I can see about 10 feet in any direction.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, same.
Come on, roll 20. What's going on? All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna reboot. Oh, okay, there we go. Can everybody see better now?
I still see the.
Yep.
I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be bright out
Yep,
where you
there we go.
are, and then get dark into the cave or whatever, I guess. Okay.
Yep, all good.
Top of a goblin's head.
All right. Yeah, so you're all approaching, and whoever can see that can see that. What are you all doing?
Am I still in stealth?
Yeah, relative. Let's say I think it's safe to assume that everybody would have approached kind of sneakily.
Okay.
Can we do a disadvantage?
Do you guys want to proceed up the river, or do you want to engage him?
Should definitely try and take him out sneakily.
Yeah, try and prevent them from
Maybe-
alarming them.
Maybe we can get information out of him, considering we have someone.
Yeah, we could try that. We got to
They did-
sneak up on him to.
Also cross that river without making a sound.
I ain't getting my.
Throw the cat over the river. Can we do that?
You can certainly try.
Throw the halfling. Make
It's,
it a
Halfling toss?
Yeah, I mean, at a quick glance, it really doesn't seem like this this little stream is relatively, it's not too deep, unless you're a halfling.
Okay. So that means it's not difficult terrain?
It's technically difficult terrain, but it's only it's maybe like 1.5 feet deep or so.
So that means it takes an extra 5 feet to cross, or?
Yeah, it'll just be double movement.
Okay, so that means it takes like instead of 5 feet across the river, or is it like the two thingies in the river are about 10 feet?
I mean, anybody here can kind of jump across that without trying too hard.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can jump across.
That means everyone needs to make probably a check to make sure we don't fall face first into the river.
Well, no, I mean if
And
you
Everybody that wants to jump. It's
well, no, I
roll.
mean with a 10-foot, the only thing is if you're gonna go jump across, landing on the other side, you're gonna land into those bushes, so it's gonna create noise. Or you can try and do it quietly. Just let me know what the plan is.
So-
what you want to do.
So this might be risky. Guys, tell me if it's too crazy. Which way is the river flowing?
It's coming towards you, like it's coming out of the river. I mean, out
Ah,
of the cave.
shit. So
out
I
of
can't
the
even
cave.
float down the river to him, right?
No.
Well, if it's only 1.5 feet deep, even that would be.
Not for a halfling. So is it safe to say we probably can't get this guy silently? So I vote kill him outright. Maybe an ambush will kill him silently and it won't attract too much attention.
Well, I mean, real quick, because everybody's new, these are some options. You could try stealthing across along this, along the right side where all those like bushes are, and then try, sneaking in that way. One of you could try sneaking up to the left side of where the cave entrance is and maybe shooting down at it. But I mean, there's a lot of different options. So it's definitely
Yeah, I think
possible.
why don't we try and take him out silently, and then maybe I don't know, that direction, and make sure there's nobody else over there.
So, I'm assuming we can. There's 2 people right now that are pretty much proficient in stealth, more or less. So
Mhm.
they've already been moving up. So maybe they can move up in the round or something like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, maybe see if we could like have Lefty Negator run up to, or not run up, but sneak up, get some bow shots in quick, and then we'll search to the right and make sure that there's not like a back entrance or anything like that, because it doesn't look like there's anything off to the left, right?
For now, no. But
No,
I'm
it just
wondering
looks
if
like
is
hills
this
and stuff.
mountain there, because I'm
Yeah.
not able to see everything.
That looks like a ledge there.
before them?
To the north, it looks like a ledge or some sort of rock formation.
Yeah, it's like the cave entrance goes like inside this hillside, or rocky,
Yeah.
whatever, low mountains, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan is for Lefty and Negator to move north and set an ambush, wait for you guys to scout right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds
Sounds like a good plan. If they try to run towards the entrance of the cave, you guys are ready to take them down or knock them out.
right. So we're gonna move up here.
Okay, I tell you what, let's jump into initiative, just to make this organized. So go ahead and whenever you all are ready.
I got her.
All right, everybody's in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have Turtles twice? No, we have Negator twice. Which one did you roll first, Negator?
I rolled the 20 first, and then I re-rolled because I didn't have.
Okay.
So I just re-rolled the to 12.8 or whatever.
Okay. Alright, cool. How do we... Okay. 1, 2... Alright, everybody's in. Okay, Pebbles, what would you like to do?
Why am I always first?
You have 9 lives.
You got the quick cat agility. Now remember, you
Yeah.
can hold actions. You can do Bardic Inspiration. You can...
I was thinking
There's a
of
lot of
that,
different
the
things.
bardic inspiration. So let me just think. So the two stealthies. But I can only use bardic inspiration on one, right?
One per bonus action or whatever it is. Yeah. One at a time. So you can go ahead and pull it up. Let's see what it does. So everybody can learn.
Inspire others. Got it here. Yeah, but it's anyway.
One you know of.
Yeah, I'll pull it up so everybody can see it. Alright, you can inspire others through starting words or music. To do so, you must use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can, that can hear you. That person will get, or that character will get a D6 that they can use one time within the next 10 minutes. And you can use that to add it to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Alright, you can wait until after your roll to determine whether or not you're going to use it, but before I let you know whether or not it succeeds. Once you roll it, it's lost, okay? And then it says how many times she can do it per day. Or per long rest, sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna hold on.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna take my trusty slingshot out.
Mm-hmm.
And stealthily follow. I'm not following because I'm the.
You can also drop an initiative. Like if you don't want to go right now, just, we'll just push you further down into the initiative. But once you change that number, once it drops, it drops. You won't get back to the 16.
No, don't worry. I will take out my slingshot and get ready.
Mm-hmm.
So when kind of attack starts, I start.
Okay, let's see real quick. From where you're standing, you can see one. So if you want to attack it, it's safe to assume right now that it doesn't know you're there. You will get advantage on the attack.
No, I do not, because if you want to do stealthily without noise, I don't think my is gonna kill it, and it's gonna start thinking he was bitten by a wasp or something.
Okay. All right. So you're readying your sling, and what is it? What's your trigger?
When attack happens, either from the monster or from if we shoot something first, or if the monster shoots something.
Okay. So as soon as combat is initiated.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right, Lefty, you're up. What would you like to do?
I am going to get out my short bow and move. I'm in stealth, so does that count towards my movement?
Yeah, you can. You'll move at half speed whenever you're stealthed.
Would be.
So you're gonna
so
drop
3
down to 2, 10 feet.
So I'll go. One. There we go. 2. There we go. Then that is the end. I'm going to stay hidden in those bushes.
Okay. Did you move? Hold on.
Say again?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. My screen is really lagging. Okay, so hold on. Wait. You moved 5 feet too far.
Oh, okay.
So you can go down and to the left if you want. If you want to stay in those bushes.
Yeah. So I apologize. Where was I? Right here?
You were right to the left of Negator. So
Okay,
yeah, you can go where you are there if you like.
That's perfect right there.
All right, so yeah, so you're hiding in the, staying low in those bushes and whatnot. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah. Can I whisper to them? I now see 2. Sorry, I just did it. Can I whisper to the group something?
Yeah, I mean, real simple. Like communication during a round, you can communicate like simple ideas and stuff, as a free action. So if you wanted to say something like, I see 2, that's fair. But to say, well, there's 2 of them behind the bushes and it looks like they're crocheting a blanket, that's like too much.
So I'm just gonna put up 2 fingers and make an ugly face and point towards the 2.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I want to hold off.
Okay. Negator, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move up behind Lefty. Because that was 15. I will ready my short, and I will do the same thing as wait for count.
Well, I mean, if you're stealthing, that's your action. So both of you, you can move into position. Hello?
Can you move that far up though?
Yeah, he can move 15. Half, yeah.
Ah.
Yep. Okay.
So that was his action. So if I were to want to cross the river, for example,
Mm-hmm.
because I assume people are getting ready for the ambush.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I were to cross the river, and then the bushes probably also are difficult terrain, or
Correct. Yeah, so you can move through those, but I think it's pretty safe to assume that moving through those bushes
yeah,
is going to be
we'll trigger them immediately,
very.
or whatever is behind the darkness where I can see.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult to do it quietly, especially you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah, correct. So I'm not the stealthiest of them all.
Right.
So I'm gonna try and remain in stealth, and which means I got half movement. I'm 30, so that means 15. Let's see, because I'm assuming that all of the river here, that's all difficult terrain, including the bushes. So I'm
Correct.
probably gonna go towards the mount of the cave entrance. I'll try to stay somewhat hidden. I'll try to stay a little bit to the back for now, so I'm not able to be seen as much.
Okay.
And
Go ahead
You know
and roll a stealth check. I think you're gonna
Okay.
do a disadvantage.
let's see, where's my stealth? Let's see how awesome, amazing. Oh wait, I have to do the disadvantage.
That's
the roll
no,
again.
it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I figured.
It's bad enough. All right. So you what kind of armor do you have?
Can't hear anything.
You broke up there.
Oh, Fenris, what kind of armor do you have?
Chainmail.
Chain. All right. So Fenris is trying to move stealthily, and everybody can clearly hear.
As expected.
And okay, so that'll be it for you, and that's actually enough to get the attention of
That's fine by me.
these.
Can I then? Can I? How do I have myself working in stealth, so I cannot do anything, right?
Yeah,
Or try to anyway.
correct. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, on the east side of the stream flowing from the cave mouth, a small area of briar thickets has been hollowed out to form, a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars on the other side and provide room for the guards to lie hidden and watching the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now, and they notice you. So where'd they go? Okay, so they see
And
you. Go ahead.
They notice Fenris, but they don't notice the two rogues.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct. Sorry.
All right. So.
But Fenris, you're a paladin, right?
Of course.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Yep.
Okay, and actually with that sound, give me 1 second here. Oh, this one's whispering too. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay. Okay. As the chainmail is heard, you start hearing a loud barking sound coming from within the cave. And I think it's safe for you to assume that you have been noticed.
Safe to assume what?
Well, everybody,
You're cutting out, brother.
As Fenris starts moving up, the goblin notices, and there's also barking heard from inside the cave. Did you hear me okay, or? Hello?
I'm fine. But
Lose somebody?
no, the DM
Okay, hello?
rebooted.
Are we good?
Welcome back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as Fenris was moving up, making all that noise with the chainmail, the goblins from behind the bushes, they noticed, and then a bunch of, barking was heard coming from within the cave. And,
I bark back.
All right. All right, so this one comes popping out. It's going to shoot an arrow and then run inside. So that's 5, 10, 15.
Isn't this combat initiation?
Yeah. So actually, as it goes to shoot pebbles, you'll get to make your attack. And you'll get to make you'll get to make it with advantage because it doesn't know you're there.
So I just click an advantage and then what?
And then hit the sling where it says sling attack or whatever in the middle of your character sheet. You can see it's at perfect. Okay. Yeah. So
I kind of lift it up, swing it around, and
yeah. So you get excited. Your tail twitches as soon as you see that goblin come out with the bow, and you just start wildly getting your sling ready. You almost hit Torlos. And he dodges out of the way. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you're like, "What?" And then you throw the sling, and it just misses and bounces off the rock wall. All right, so
that's just.
All right, so this goblin comes out. It's gonna take a shot and then run inside the cave, and then another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will also make a shot and run inside the cave, and both of those are going on Fenris. Ooh, you got an AC of 18?
Correct.
Okay, so the second one hits you for 4 piercing damage. And remember, it comes off of your temporary hit points first.
Okay.
Alright, so these two go running up inside the cave. Torlos, you're up. Frank, you there? Can anyone?
Torlos?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were done. Yep.
Okay. Yep, Torlos, Frank, you're up.
Yep. I'm going to Ray of Frost the goblin that I can see.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll up.
Ah.
Yeah, so you just misjudge it a little bit, and you shoot a little shy, and it kind of ducks, and your blast winds up hitting the stone wall.
And I will move up. Actually, I'm going to stay where I am.
Right.
And that's it. And turn.
Cool. All right, Pebbles, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'm too far. No, I think that is correct, right?
What are you saying? It's going in and out.
Sorry. 30 feet for the sling still? Is it?
Okay. Yeah, anything after
So I
that
can
will be disadvantage, or you can always move up.
Yeah, I guess I'll.
Oh no, you're fine. It's 30 feet. You're fine. It will get some cover though. Let me see. Actually,
I kind of pick up the next ammunition, give it a good luck blow, like dice in the casino.
right.
Put it in the sling, and here we. And I'm terrible.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you wind up. You get it swinging again. You let it go, and it just kind of nicks the edge of the rock right there. Right.
Jeez, the rocks are crooked to these ammunition. My goodness.
Anything else?
Yeah, since he's running away, I might as well move up, or I'll be left behind.
All right, go ahead and move your character.
Wait, this is a... Yeah, I'll just move here.
All right, Lefty, you're up.
Lefty's gonna rock that front one right in the face.
All right, you get to roll with advantage because it does not know you're there.
An inch. And then if I get it, I get the sneak attack as well.
Correct.
I get that one per combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
That's every round. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this one, as it it dodges the ray of frost, and then it dodges the sling bullet, and you catch it, right in the freaking, like, right between the eyes, and you hear the skull crack as your arrow pierces through it, and it just crashes down into the river. It just falls.
Your teeth is waiting for
Begin.
me. Your teeth is waiting for me, boy. Now I'm going to move
So this one will
trip
fall
there.
forward here.
And down. That is the completion of my turn.
Alrighty. Why is my roll 20 still lagging? That's crazy. It just started too.
Can I make an attack from where I am, or would I have to move down where
You can see some of that goblin, from where you are. It's going to get the fog of war. You know what? Yeah, I'll probably get rid of that. Actually, we don't need that. It's going to get a significant amount of cover because there's a little tiny sliver that you could see it.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna get disadvantage, is that what you said?
No. You get an advantage because you're unseen, but it's gonna get, a lot of cover, like significant cover. I'll tell you exactly. Let's see.
Oh, I meant the goblin. Like, I wasn't asking about myself. I was making sure I could make an attack on him, because
Yeah.
the way it looks is like I can see him, but like that rot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna get a lot of cover because you could barely see
Okay.
it, but you can attack it. So go ahead and do that.
Alright. So I would get my...
Alrighty. And that's enough. With perfect precision, you send that arrow right there, and it skids along the inside rock wall, and it bounces off, and it just like goes right through this thing's throat, and it drops instantly. And you could see a large canine type creature right behind it. Oh, not a large, a medium size. Sorry. All right. Anything else?
I'm wondering if that guy's gonna come out. I'm gonna go down here. Still stealthing, which I think that was...
Okay. Well, no, you can't do it because you took your shot.
Wait, what? Oh, sure.
All right, so you're ending your turn there? Hello? Negator?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't know if you guys are having a problem.
You're kind of cutting out sometimes.
All right, Fenris, you're up.
I remember the halfling lefty shouting there were two. So I'm assuming there's a second goblin down below the bushes. So I was wondering, the crossover from the water is 25 feet. Is that movable, or does it mean if I like reach this spot, or can I not reach that spot because of the water?
No, you could definitely do it. All right, so let's say you run 10 feet. All right, so let's say you go 10 feet.
And then I
You
want to
can jump
cross
over.
here
You
to
can
there.
you can jump over, so
Okay.
that it doesn't cost you any movement. So 25 feet
So
will
that's
put you
25.
right
There.
here. And Mike, I'm rebooting again. I'm sorry because my connection is shit. Give me 1 second.
Oh, since I don't see anything down there. What the hell?
And I think the rogues blasted the two that we saw that ran into the cave. They're both
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, you did see two
Oh,
run
both
out
the
from
goblins
behind.
ran in.
Yeah, you did see two run out.
So can I stand here where I am right now? Because that will be 30 feet. I think.
Yeah, give me 1 second. My roll 20 is loading up.
Oh no, that's 25 feet. What? I could literally move all the way over there. But that would move through the wall. Okay, that makes no sense. That would make more sense.
Alright, I gotta sign back in for some reason. It's oh wait.
No,
Okay, never mind. It's
my
catching up
token is
now.
going a little bit slower than usual as well.
Yeah, I hope Roll20 is not having any issues. We were playing a game the other night, and both Roll20 and Discord were both being hacked at the same time. So all of the mics weren't like, they were all going crazy. But yes, you can move there. So okay,
Because I was just now checking.
Yeah, so you got 5, 10. You can move 5, 10 feet, then jump across the river. Right, when you're jumping across the river, you get to jump up to 1 foot for each point of strength you have, and that comes out of your movement. So actually, if you have a strength of 16, then you can jump 15 feet without a problem. Like you don't need to make a check or anything, unless there's like a low-lying ceiling or something or whatever. But it's kind of safe to assume that you can do that, and all it does is come out of your movement. So if you have 30 movement and you jump 15 feet, you still have the 15 feet of regular movement.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, you could definitely go there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You actually have 5 more feet if you want to, because moving diagonally.
Is this like this spot here? Is it movable along the wall?
Yeah. It'll be considered a small space, so it takes double move. But you can kind of go up there, and I'll let you do that, and press your back against it.
Okay.
You can do that. That's fine.
That was a little bit slow, but yeah. And then I'll cautiously wait and see if anything else will come by.
Okay.
And then I turn on next turn.
All right. Cool. Now I gotta switch the vision on this because as people start going into the cave, it will get dark. So for the people outside, just bear with it because you can still see regularly. So Torlos, Lefty, both of your vision should be compromised right now. Everybody else
very much so.
Okay. All right. So let me make. I'll adjust yours on your turn. Okay. So the goblins, they're dead. Okay. So let's skip them. Torlos, let me adjust your vision, and then it's yours.
All right. So could you I can still see, right?
Yeah, I'm making the adjustment for you now.
Okay.
There we go. You should be good, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I cannot see. I am up. Let's see. I can go 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I can just see something in the cave, right? I'm guessing that's what was barking.
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Actually, do you have dark vision? What race are you?
No,
human.
I do not.
Yeah, so you can't see anything.
All right, I will cast the light spell. I guess I'll just do it on me.
You got to pick an object. So you can do it on a coin or your pouch, your belt, whatever you want.
I'll do it on my arcane focus.
Okay, perfect. And okay, so 20 feet of regular light and then another 20 feet of dim. I will set that up for you. Okay. So whatever you could see, you could see.
Here.
So actually now, let me get what's your passive perception?
I'm gonna say, let's look before I say anything. 10.
10. Okay. You can definitely hear the barking, and you see some movement coming from over here, but can't really make out what it is.
And light is an action, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna yell.
I don't know what you were yelling. Your mic went out.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna yell to everybody. They have dogs. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Pebbles, you're up.
Well, I hiss and my fur kind of puffs. Thanks for the info. Well, I can't see much, so I guess I'll follow the guy with the bigger armor. So how much was it to cross the river? Sorry.
Well, each box is 5 feet. Each square is 5 feet. So
Even across the river?
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go through the river, then it costs double, or you can try and jump over the river.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put my feet in it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump.
Okay. I mean, the river itself, it looks like it's maybe 5 or 6 feet wide. So I'm assuming your strength is at least a 6, right?
Oh, my strength is absolutely
Okay. Yeah.
a
So,
-1. No, of course not. So
Alright.
what do I have to?
So yeah. So with 10 feet of movement, then you can jump across the river without an issue.
Yeah, but if I go like to the right, that will land me in the middle of the river.
No. So let's say if you back up 5 feet, right?
Ow.
And then you run and then jump, you will make it, let's see, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of movement puts you in this bush if you jump straight across.
So I kind of and whoosh.
Say again?
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
I, with my trusty slingshot, so I guess.
All right, I'm going to move to here. No, we're daring. Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I can't see into the cave at all.
There you have what? That's weird. Your map looks really weird. Hold on a second. Your map you can't see any of the other tokens or anything.
Nothing.
It's inside the wall at the moment, I think.
That is really weird.
If you move up one spot down, you actually see people again, or?
Yes, actually, I can one spot down. Maybe it's because I can't go in there.
Oh yeah, you went into the rock. Okay, let me let me set this up so that you can't do that again by accident. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So from where you are, no, you don't see anything. You see what you see.
Can I persuade the dogs?
You can certainly try. What are you trying to do, or how?
Try to get them to come out by come here, boy. I got a cat you can eat.
let me get an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oof. Check.
Can I just snarl at him and
Yes.
threaten him with my?
Yes, you can. Your whistling and stuff seems to just get them more excited, and the barking becomes it seems like it becomes more aggravated. You can also hear like chains. You know, it's like they're tugging against something.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Negator, you're up. You can, with your crazy dark vision, you can do that sliver. You can see a large dog-like creature angrily thrashing about and growling and barking.
Can I see if it's like you said that it was chained up or it's tugging on something?
Well, the people who are a little bit closer, they can hear that. They can hear like the metal clanging, stuff like that. What's your passive perception? Negator? Did you say 12?
Yeah, 12.
12. Okay, yeah, that's not enough. So you can't really hear like the clanging. It looks like the water, the babbling of the river or this little creek or whatever. It seems to be drowning out that specific sound. I mean, you can hear the barking, because that's louder, but you don't hear the metal clanging.
So could I move to there and that would be my 30-foot?
Moving, let's see, it would take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, you can put yourself right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
I'll go right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell him that I can see a bridge. If that's what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This river, from where you're standing, there looks like there's some areas that are like kind of like miniature rapids. Like there's little like boulders and stuff in that area. You can see the passage, turn over to the right, where you do see that little bridge. It looks like a little shit bridge, and sorry, shittily made bridge. And then there's a little tiny passageway to the left, and then it opens up a little bit to the right.
I can't really see that. I see less of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's moving about, so it's like it's jumping around. Now you can hear the chains, as this thing is like jumping around and stuff. If you did want to try and hold on, did you do anything else?
No, I just.
No, okay, you just moved. Yeah, so if you did want to try and take a shot at it, it's possible, but it's gonna get significant cover.
Okay, sure. I might as well.
Okay, roll up. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, you try and like kind of pop your head around the corner real quick, and you let the arrow go, and it just bounces off the wall. Ding ding. All right, that'll be your turn. All right, Mr. Fenriz, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll cautiously start moving up.
Okay.
I'm hearing a dog probably on the right, so I'll try to move.
Yeah,
If I can move myself.
Are you stuck in the wall?
So I'll move up 10 feet. And because it is a difficult terrain, right? This wall, so that means moving out of it is.
Yeah, so I mean,
5 feet
you
or 10
moved.
feet?
You moved 10 feet so far.
Okay. Because I'm showing up on this spot, this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I see things showing up on my right side at this point.
Yeah. So from where you are, just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up a small, dark chamber, and on the east side of the passage, there's like a cave narrows into like a fissure at the far end, and you really catch like this stench of animals, and you could see these 3 wolves that are chained up, and they're all just, viciously barking and growling and all this other stuff. And I mean,
Okay,
I
but
think
they're
it's,
not able to like move.
yeah, it doesn't seem like they can move from where they are. It's pretty safe to assume that these two goblins that tried running in were going to release them.
Okay. Since they're still chained up, I probably ignore them since they don't look like a threat to me,
Okay.
and they're just animals anyway. Let's see, so this is 10 feet. So is everything difficult terrain in here, or would we saying like I could still move?
No. You can move unless you're in the water, or you're like in an area that looks like this where it's all rubble.
Okay, so I could move here, right?
Yeah, that's difficult terrain. Otherwise, everything is pretty smooth
Okay.
or easily traversable.
But from the position I'm in, like I see, for example, this is this like a way out, or is it something that's dropping from above, like
that seems
rocks
to
and
be like a
something
little
like that?
fissure in the wall. Because of all the wolves bouncing around in front of it, it's kind of hard to tell what that might be unless you go in there and actually check it out. There's also this here, this thing that I'm pinging. This is just a stalactite or a stalagmite, whichever one comes from the ground. So that does not connect all the way to the ceiling and or the roof. And the roof itself in here, it kind of goes to like steep peaks on the inside that are like pretty jagged, pretty rough. This is being carved out,
So let's say when I move upward.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say this is 5 feet, or this will be normal, then this is difficult? Or?
No. Everything here is normal. So that's 15 feet right there.
Okay. So I'll move up here. And that'll be it for me for now. I'll just keep an eye out to see if there's anything like pops out of my eye somewhere.
Alright.
Perhaps there are like noises coming out of one of the sides or something like that.
Okay. Alright, give me 1 second here.
Say that again?
Say, give me 1 second here.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
13.
13. Okay, so did you take an action or no? You just moved, right?
Not yet. I just moved.
Okay, so 13. So give me 1 second. Okay, you notice as you're like moving forward.
I noticed what?
You notice that. It kind of seems to be, like keeping watch lazily, and it notices you, but you also notice it. So what would you like to do?
Okay, let's see.
I missed that. What noticed him?
No, don't worry. That's for him.
Okay, sorry. I gotta get used to that. Sorry.
It's all right. No worries.
Can I throw a javelin?
Yeah. Yes, you can. You have a longsword in one hand and a shield in the other, right?
Yeah, which means I have to.
Okay, so you would have to drop your sword on the ground, and then you can take your javelin out and throw it.
And then I can pick my sword up next turn, right?
Correct.
If I'm still alive. Okay. Yeah, you never know. Okay, now throwing this.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, so you quickly drop it on the floor, it's clink clink, and you get your javelin and just, and it like kind of pins it right to the back of the wall, and it's just and it quickly expires. All right, that'll be your turn. Torlos, you're up.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna move into the cave. It's 5. Ooh, it's not my arrow button. So that's let's see here. 5 and then 15 because of the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what can I'm gonna take a look, see if I can see anything. Nope. So I'm just gonna use the. So that was 15, right, to get into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then 25, 35, 45, 50 to get on there. 55. Yeah, I'll stand behind
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's it.
Alrighty. Pebs?
Yeah, thinking to myself, these people. And I just follow them.
Okay, go ahead and move.
So what was it? So here I have to go.
It's just going to be double as you cross around that little tiny path on the side. So it'll be 10 feet.
But I can do that without stepping on again.
Yeah, it's easy. You got to remember, since you got that natural climb speed, you know, it's real easy. I mean, you could just grab your claws and just kind of shimmy across that wall. You know, I mean, everybody here can climb, but you actually have a climb speed. So there's a lot of things.
Yeah,
you
but
can get away
you
with.
actually, with a little bit of momentum, I grab with my right hand a nudge of the rock, and I just like swing myself like Tarzan around.
That works. Yeah, that's cool. You can do that. I can see that. I like that.
So I move 10 feet. I can move 10 more.
Mm-hmm. All right. So as soon as you swing around that corner, you know, I mean, the dogs that are already like they're still barking and snapping at each other and stuff. When they see the tabaxi around that corner, they are instilled with a ferocious vigor, and they're you know, real loud and it's echoing.
Yeah,
this
I just tell them, "Love you too."
That's awesome. You still have an action. If you want to try something, or move
true,
again.
But the highest, armor class just went past. So, no, I'll move a little bit. Should I move? I'll just move one further, I guess.
Okay. All right. Lefty, you're up.
Yeah, and I've got my sling and I'm ready.
All right. What we're gonna do is, since it's almost 3:30, we're gonna finish out this round and then we'll end it for today. Okay. So, all right, Lefty, what do you want to do?
Can I get by on Negator?
Yeah.
Can I run through him? All right, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna run past Negator. As I do so, I'm gonna slap him on the ass and say, "Rogue's taking care of business." I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm going to dig my trophy out of the goblin that I killed.
Okay, cool.
So, do I need to roll anything, or?
No. I mean, you just
Okay.
yeah. This will be simple enough. You're getting used to doing this. You know, you get really good at this. So, all right. So you moved, and that'll be your action. All right. Anything else? Do halflings get a bonus action hide or something?
I don't believe so. No, let me. I don't think so.
I think they can, or maybe they can just hide behind. Let's see, naturally stealthy.
Yeah, they're able to hide. Yeah, naturally stealthy. I think they're able to hide behind.
Oh, you can hide behind
a character
people.
that's one size bigger. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can hide behind people. Okay. Cool. Okay. Negator, you're up.
He's MIA. He said he couldn't. He couldn't hear anyone.
He's back.
Oh, is he?
Just joined.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, okay. Perfect timing.
Yes.
You're up.
Okay.
I gave you a gentle platonic slap on the ass, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I like it.
Yeah, he said Rogue's doing business.
So are we just moving up, it looks like, and not worrying about those dogs because they're chained up?
That seems to be the consensus.
Okay.
Now, moving through friendly spaces costs double. And moving through the river costs double.
I can't even move.
So no matter where you go,
can
it's
I move
be difficult
to there, or is that double as well?
That's double too. So yeah, moving through the river.
Right there.
Yeah. Yep.
I can be next to Torlos.
Okay.
In the river.
Yeah, sloshing through.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me better as well?
Yeah,
Much
you sound
better.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be my. Oh, there was. Okay, that.
Okay. All right. So the stream passage continues up beyond another set of uneven steps ahead. Excuse me. Bending eastward as it goes. A waterfall sounds out from a large cavern somewhere ahead of you. A rickety bridge spans the passage, connecting two tunnels that are 20 feet above the stream. So, as you're, starting to move up this passage, the rock, the land area, it starts elevating towards the pass, where this bridge is. All right, and okay, so that's there. So, Fenriz, you're up.
Can I ascertain, like, maybe where the people were moved to? Like, because is this the point where the path splits, right? You can go left or right.
There's a passage across the river to the left of you. Hold on, let me look through your character's eyes real quick. Okay, yeah, you see that passage going to the left, and then you see, the passage wrapping around to the right, and there's a bridge. How would you try and ascertain which way they would be taken?
I'll probably look to see, like, because I'm assuming there's like grit and sand still on the floor. Am I assuming wrong here?
Okay.
Are there like tracks I could move? I could see, like, or
okay.
ascertain
I'll
that
tell
maybe
you what.
tracks
Let
around?
me get a survival check.
$17.
17. Okay. It looks like there was definite trail heading top to the right, like continuing on the trail where you are, like across the river, all that rubble.
Where the goblin is pierced in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. And I probably will keep moving along that way.
Okay. Now the thing is that bridge that's ahead of you, it's actually above.
It's high, or?
Yeah, it's high. It's 20 feet high. So that walkway you're on goes underneath that bridge.
Okay. So I'll assume that. I'm guessing at that point that probably the walkway around will be to go on that bridge. But then I know that possibly the tracks lead towards around the corner here.
The
or at
tracks
least that's
go
what
this
I
way.
assume.
Like the tracks could continue.
But it could be jumped from above if I look at the bridge. If I were to try, because I see like this little thing here. I'm assuming like this a two-way track over there.
Okay.
So would this be difficult terrain? Will be the jump here?
Well, yeah. Once you land across, it's all difficult terrain. Correct. But the thing is, you need 10 feet of running in order to jump across this. So let's look up jumping real quick. Let's see. Jumping. Look at the rules. Movement. Just so everybody understands how this works. I'm going to copy this and put it in chat. So everybody can look at it. Oh, there's a lot to copy. Alright.
Because there's not much jumping space around here.
No. These ceilings are decent. Yeah, so you don't gotta worry about hitting your head or anything like that.
So that means I would have to.
Okay, so from where you're standing, if you wanted to do a standing long jump, let's see. When you make a long jump and you cover. Okay, when you make a standing long jump, you can jump across half that distance. So your strength is 16?
Correct.
Okay, so you can hop over 8 feet without a problem.
Okay, so I will be able to make the jump.
Yep, and then on the other side is just difficult terrain.
So I could move up to here?
Let's see, we're going to have 5 feet, 8, 9. This would be 15 feet for you.
So here.
Yeah, and then there's like a little tiny cliff there where you would slow down to climb.
I probably want to have to look out first. Yeah, I'll probably then stand on the edge of the cliff over there.
Okay.
So I'll move over here.
Yeah, so you hop across and there's this little tiny cliff that it's very easy for you to climb up. You could just quick athletics check from you, and that'll put you up DC 10. Very easy.
Athletics. There we go.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So you just kind of put your elbow up there real quick and hop up. Put your foot on there. Lift yourself up. All right. So now you're up.
And then I see.
Here.
Yeah.
And from where you're standing, you can
see.
Yes.
Some creatures.
And there's another a short cliff here that's maybe 5 feet. So you can you can see it but you feel you're pretty hidden.
Okay.
But you also know you're not very quiet. But the dog barking
That's
is helping.
true.
The dog barking is helping.
Well, since I'm pretty far from the party, I'll probably remain quiet for now and
Okay.
stand guard here with the sword and shield raised,
All right,
just
taking a
in
dodge
case
action.
they do notice me. And that's my action.
Alrighty, Torlos, you're up.
Yeah, I'll follow Fenris. We got 5 now. Do I need 10 feet opposite the direction jump? Is 10 feet ahead of me?
It has to be like a straight line. Unless.
So I like this. I can't go jump like that, right?
I mean, you can certainly try. You can do like an athletics check. I mean, not athletics, like acrobatics. And try and
What the hell? Why not?
All right, so
I'm not good at it, but I want to try and show off here.
All right, cool. Let's go with acrobatics check. Let me get DC 13. Oh, you just did it. All right, yeah. So just real quick, and so you run forward, and then you kind of hop off to the right, and like when you kick off the wall, a rock falls loose from the wall. And you almost fall, but you're able to just push across, and you land on the gravel on the other side.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
and that's it. That'll be, that's your action, and that'll be your move there. Okay. This is the perfect place to wrap up for today. Any quick questions or anything about today's session? Any rules questions?
There's a giant light source behind me right now.
Yes, there is. Yep. Anything? Anybody? I remember these
That was
are
great.
All right, awesome. Remember, these will go up on YouTube. So if you want to watch it throughout the week, or if you want to show it to your buddy MJ, just so he can take a look or whatever. Look through.
Did you get my comment on your last YouTube post for us?
I'm not sure.
It didn't record any of our voices except yours.
Oh shit. Okay.
And we also couldn't see the background. It was just the Mines of Flandir background paint.
All right, I'll look
And
into
it can
that.
show up.
Hopefully I didn't make that mistake this time. So, all right, all right. So good game, everyone. I hope you all have fun. And, we will pick this up next Saturday, 12:30.
Yeah.
Okay, Eastern Standard Time. And
Had a fun time.
awesome.
I had a great time. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. You guys are doing great. I like the role playing, amongst, within the group and stuff. And everybody seems to be catching on pretty easily. And, yeah, I think this is pretty awesome. I love it. All right. So, thanks for showing, and we'll see you next week. Okay.
Cool.
See you later, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later.